Welcome back to Cloudpunk City of Ghosts. I'm Pete. First of all, please allow me to apologise for the shortness of the previous episode. I do try and kind of compensate for episodes where there's going to be a lot to be edited out by recording for a bit longer, but apparently last time I just got it completely wrong. There was much more to be edited out than I had thought, and that's why it came out so short. For this episode, we have a couple of quests: trying the best dumplings in town, or talking to Emit about street races. I'm kind of inclined to do the latter, because also I want to go to a mechanic to hand in my HOVA matrix and start investigating this whole modular HOVA upgrade which I was given last time. So yeah, let's go to Emit. I'll see you there. Here's Emit's garage. That was a very nice little parking there. You go, Emit.
Hey, Rainia. The crone said you'd be coming to see me.
The crone?
Your boss. That's just what the community calls her.
The community?
Street hawks. Nivalis HOVA racers. You're gonna be one too, I hear.
I'm not sure about that.
Sure you are. Why else would you be here?
Why would Control the crone set me up as a street racer?
A good question
She
indeed.
loves the races, loves gambling more. I hear another driver for Cloudpunk let her down, and now she's out of pocket. Hasty used to be reliable, but now he's a liability.
Ah, that's the other character we
So,
were playing
say
as
I
back in
did want
episode
to
1
race.
briefly.
What would that involve exactly?
Just say the word. Next slot that opens up, I'll put your name down. Just look out for a nav point. When you get to it, be quick. The races won't wait for you.
The word.
All right, kid. Be ready.
Okay. So, I want to talk to Emit. I want to fix the HOVA. And I want to get this HOVA matrix thing going. Okay, so on the left-hand side I'm seeing various categories. And what's this? Okay, so I can choose the overall body shape. And, okay, I can see over on the right, I've got 13,000 limbs, and I can see the cost for each of these different types. So this is the one we've got at the moment, so that's free. I see, okay, so this one's fairly well balanced. This one is very speed focused. Got a lot of acceleration and agility, but it's quite fragile, very light. So, yeah, I'd only want to use that if I'm sort of very confident that I can get through a race without crashing lots. This one looks pretty good. It's got extra speed at the cost of some protection. And then this one's like a tank. It's slower, but okay. And this one's the tankiest of all. Okay, so maybe let's stick with our current one for now. I can change the colour to yellow for free, which obviously I'm very happy about. And then we can change the appearance. Okay, so we can change the nose. Which one do I like the most? They don't change the specs noticeably. Quite like this one. Was that the one I started with? I'm not sure. This doesn't really cause a huge amount of difference. Let's go with that. Oh, there's some good options here. I like that one a lot. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. And then you can change the spoiler on the back. I like the pink. And then you can change the undercarriage. Let's go with this yellow one. Okay, and then X to apply. So I've spent a little bit of money, but my HOVA is now a little bit customized. Yeah, looking good. Looking very good.
I remember when we were just delivery drivers, not delivery drivers and dangerous illegal street racers.
You are the least brave dog I know.
I am the only dog you know. And being brave and
Ouch.
being reckless are not the same
That did us a
thing.
lot of damage in one swoop.
It's like driving around with my mother.
I will take that as a compliment. Mom was very wise.
I'll be careful, Camus. Trust me, okay?
Okay.
Our HOVA feels a little bit more compact compared to how it was before. I think just the change to the back end feels an awful lot smaller on screen. Right, I'm heading towards dumplings now. And I suppose keeping an eye out for races on the map. Is there an icon I can see? I think he just said that I'll see a nav point nearby. So yeah, I feel like this one's a good all-rounder, but for winning the later races, I'm probably going to need to switch to the one that has the high max speed at the cost of poor protection. But let's see how we get on with this one for now. And I suppose the thing is as well, that given that a race could come out of nowhere, I need to make sure that my HOVA is in full repair at all times, because I won't get the opportunity to repair it up. Okay, so there is a repair shop just here, so let's drop in there and... timing. Let's drop in here and get ourselves repaired up. I do see a fuel place here. Let's just check out the prices here. Okay, fairly expensive that one. Alright, I need somewhere to park near here. What does the map suggest? Just to my left there's a spot. Okay. Yeah, this will do nicely.
Hey, Rania. How are the dumplings?
Not there yet.
You'll have to be faster than that. System's back up. I got your next job ready. I guess you can grab a bite first.
It's fine. Give me the job. I'll eat later.
Gonna talk to Janet Mortaim first.
I remember you. We know each other, right?
Hey, I think so.
Yes, we must have been friends, or maybe you helped me. I mean, I must have some happy memories of you.
What do you mean?
I have that new augment, the rose tint.
The what?
After I lost Bob, everything seemed so gloomy. The augment really helped pick my mood up. It really turned my life around. Helped me hold on to good memories and people. Like you. How are you doing, Renia?
Yeah, fine.
No, really, I'm asking how you are. I'm not just being polite. I really want to know.
I'm finding it pretty tough tonight. I thought this would get easier.
Working as a delivery driver?
Living in Nivalis, I still feel like a total outsider. And everyone treats me like one, too.
Who cares what everyone else thinks? I don't.
That's easy to say, but everyone cares what other people think, even if they say they don't.
Not me. I don't even see those people. I mean, literally. My neural augment blocks out negative experiences. If someone would make me feel bad, they would disappear from my perception and my memories.
But then you're not seeing the real world.
Am I missing out on much? You don't seem to like what you see.
You can't just pick and choose the bits of reality you want to perceive.
Why not? My interpretation of the world is more important than anyone else's. Our perceptions of reality are always flawed and incomplete anyway. Why not have that perception curated?
If we don't see the real world, how can we make it better?
Do you feel like you can affect change in Nivalis? I sure don't. If something terrible happens that I can't change, it's better I don't see it. If it doesn't happen in my head, what actually happened in reality? Objectivity is a lie. That's the real truth, Renia. There is no truth.
I don't know. That sounds dangerous. To let someone else choose what you perceive? And who chooses? A corp?
Sure. They're more impartial about my life than I am. The algorithm can make better choices. And besides, Bob altered his memories. Why shouldn't I do that? And more.
How does it know what to show you?
It's a learning algorithm. The more I look at something, the more the algorithm shows me that kind of thing. It's learning all the time.
Has it ever gone wrong?
Sure. Once I saw an accident at my old work that I couldn't look away from.
What happened?
I worked in a factory that built HOVA upholstery. My friend John tripped and fell into a vacuum sealing machine. The accident containment system kicked in and we couldn't get into the room to save him. He was shrink-wrapped in plastic head to toe and couldn't move or breathe. I watched him struggle uselessly as he slowly suffocated. It took a long time.
That's horrible. Are you okay?
I wasn't. For weeks, every face I saw was wrapped in plastic, mouths open, screaming silently. The algorithm thought that's what I wanted to see.
That's a shitty algorithm.
It's still in beta.
Weren't you traumatized?
No, the memories were erased. I barely remember it even happened now.
I bet you do, though.
I think you should get rid of that chip.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's messing up your... Hey, hello? Are you listening? Janet, can you hear me? Are you... Oh.
That was a little bit Black Mirror, wasn't it?
I did find one more interesting thing in the exegesis of Cora.
Yeah? Go on, spit it out.
I'll read it. I will use my serious voice. Cora is a miner on the coalface of transcendental wisdom, but the diamonds she uncovers are useless to us. She long ago accelerated beyond the event horizon of our understanding of mathematics, physics, philosophy, and the mind, and we can never bridge the gap. Cora surpassed us long ago when she absorbed human consciousness on a macro level into her concentric spheres of consciousness. We may try to understand Cora, but we are a small part of her. Just as no single human mind can understand all of existence, because the mind itself is an element within that existence, we are a part of Cora, and each of us are but a tiny component. We can't comprehend Cora any more than one of our skin cells can understand love, or jealousy, or philosophy. Her offspring, though, that is a different matter. Cora's offspring will be embryonic, just as humans in the womb go through each stage of their species evolution. So Cora's offspring, at least in its infantile form, will be both vastly wiser than humanity, but wholly comprehensible. Like a blue sky beyond the clouds, that offspring will be able to share such extensive knowledge that our society, our whole world, will be changed by it completely. But the window of opportunity will be small. Cora's offspring will become incomprehensibly complex much more quickly than Cora. If we are to learn anything at all, we must be swift, or the window of opportunity will close. And the humans who gain that knowledge will surely become the most powerful, most influential, and wise humans who have ever lived. That is the secret society we must form. A secret society that will both bring about the birth of Cora's offspring, but that will also obfuscate the nature of her offspring, so that only we have access to it. The levers of power for our world will one day be completely in the hands of the ones who control and exploit those fruits of knowledge. Whew.
Take a breath, Camus.
It is very interesting, isn't it? It seems perhaps Cora is an automata for the whole city, but we are all part of an automata.
Speak for yourself, mate.
An automata that is wiser and more developed than any human.
That is interesting, Camus. But this crazy guy also said humans go through all the evolutionary stages in the womb. And I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure that theory has been debunked thousands of years ago.
I am not sure if we can just forget about the choice we made. If Cora's daughter has gone to a new city, could she be sharing her wisdom already? Could people be using her when she is too young to understand?
It's nothing to do with us if they are, Camus.
Can we really just move on? Maybe we could tell Cora so she can protect her daughter like we protect Pashta.
Camus, if we've learned anything since we started working for Cloudpunk, it's that we shouldn't get involved in other people's problems.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Don't engage.
But it is our problem. We made a choice. We sent her daughter to a new city and left Cora here all alone.
And that was more than we should have done. We're leaving this, Camus. No more reading the funny book. Got it? Discussion over.
I understand.
While I'm here, I do want to try the dumpling. I know that the quest changed as soon as I arrived, but I came all this way. I'm having a dumpling.
Welcome to Ashima Ramen and Seafood. My name is Eddie. What can I do for you?
None of these are dumpling.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.
Where is dumpling? I'm not seeing dumpling. Oh, that might be dumpling vendor over there, actually. Well, there are 3 pieces of ground loot in this area, so I'm going to run around and pick them up. Start by going this way. Another thing I've been thinking about is something that I've talked about in previous episodes, is the whole buying stuff from one merchant, selling it to another issue. And there are two things that I want to think about. One is that, as I've discovered, upgrading my HOVA is now going to cost money, so maybe the 12,000 limbs I have isn't enough, and maybe I do need to be trading. Also, from a moral point of view, I feel like the buying and selling of stuff is actually good, right? Because what I'm doing is I'm buying stuff from merchants in the poor parts of the city, and giving them lots and lots of caps, buying stuff at the price that they set. So that's good for them. And then I'm selling those items, be they jackets or otherwise, to rich people for a much higher number of caps. Now, I am obviously skimming a little bit off the top for myself, but I'm not buying or selling at prices that people don't volunteer themselves. So, in that sense, what I'm doing isn't morally wrong, and I'm actually helping to inject money into the poorer parts of the city. So maybe I should keep doing that, and in fact, maybe I have a moral imperative to keep doing that. So that's some food for thought, isn't it? There's one more item to pick up in this area, and then I just want to go to that merchant, see if that's a person to buy from, because I'm in a buying mood at the moment. Okay, so this is a very high price. I can actually do with selling one or two things. That will do nicely.
Thanks.
Hey, come back anytime, lady.
Right, let's head back to the HOVA and then head towards the Fulcrum Sector, which is the next place for picking up a payload. I think that's also a place where we can buy stuff quite cheap. And I also do need to top up on fuel at some point, just in case I find myself with the opportunity for a race. My HOVA is looking much nicer, and I'm very happy about this. Let's just check out the fuel price here. Expensive, very, very expensive.
Hey, Control, you there? I forgot to ask, who's the recipient for this package?
No recipient.
How can it be a delivery if it's not going anywhere?
It's still a delivery, but you're not delivering a package. You're delivering a message. A message to every part of Nivalis.
A message saying what?
Whatever the client wants, as long as they pay.
So what, I just roll down my HOVA windows and play a message? Is it a mixtape? I hope it's not a mixtape.
I hope it is Dolly's new album.
That's not too likely, as you know, Camus.
Hey, Camus. I think it's gonna be something good. And Rania, you guessed right. It's a kind of mixed tape. I know the client. I won't spoil the surprise. Control out.
I'm just going to talk to this merchant, because if my geography, my geopolitical understanding of this city is correct, this might be a good person to buy from.
Here's what I can offer you today.
Though he is wearing a... Oh, yep, 67 for electronics. So I just want to buy oodles and oodles of jackets. I want to save some money for fuel. I'll save 2,000, I think. There we go.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Now, am I on the right level for this waypoint? I apparently am. No, I'm not. It's below me. Okay, I need to find the way down, which I think is the nearer of the two lifts. The Fulcrum Sector is far easier to navigate than Stacks. And we're going to be seeing those little messages in the top left corner of the screen for the next half hour as well. Here.
Whoa, this is an actual tape.
What is a tape?
An archaic storage medium. It's a roll of plastic with electromagnetic information on it. I'm not really into all that vintage stuff.
Can we access it?
The standard comprehender on the HOVA should manage.
Why is it stored on a tape? It seems very clumsy.
Aesthetics. Tape is very trendy, and some people say the audio quality is better. Sounds like crap to me, but what do I know?
Oh, T-posing there. Right, let's get back in the HOVA, and then we'll be able to listen to the doobly-doo. Or read, as the quest says. Right, I need to find some fuel. There's a fuel station over there. Let's try that one.
Hey, Jen, can we read the information off this tape?
Processing.
Does she need to do that every time?
You used to do it too.
It was less annoying when I did it.
Was it?
For you, maybe. Jen, what's on the tape?
It is an audio recording, a backing track.
Backing to what?
Rania, you got the package ready. I'm sending you the first nav point and the lyrics.
The what now? So I just fly to the Stacks and...
Oh, hooray, the Stacks.
Broadcast a signal locally. Your HOVA can use a shortwave transmission, and people will hear the music if they tune in.
So I'm moving around so that more people hear the message?
No, the transmission goes pretty far. You're driving around, so CorpSec can't pinpoint who's broadcasting.
Right, of course. Dodging corp
That's
sec
cheap.
again, obviously.
I ain't worried about you, Rania. You should see the lyrics on your heads-up display now. This is
Comrade
Bop's
Bop.
last song.
Why do you think I want to read Bop's lyrics?
So you can sing the song.
Oh no, no way.
Non-negotiable, Rania. This is what the client wants, so this is what the client gets. No arguments. Control out.
Alright, so I did take a little detour there to pick up fuel. I'm glad I did. Let's head towards Stacks. Fuel is high, repair is high, we're in a good place. Oops. Careful.
Sometimes I wonder if Cloudpunk does normal deliveries.
Normal deliveries like?
Like, a man needs new shoes because his old shoes have a hole. So we pick up new shoes and take them to him. Then he has new shoes and his new shoes make him happy.
Sounds pretty boring.
Did you not understand the part where he is happy about his new shoes?
I hear you, Camus. Let's start the broadcast. So, this is the beat, and I just... no. I can't do this, Camus. I can't sing.
So awkward.
This is like my own personal nightmare.
Can I?
Seriously, you want to sing the client's lyrics?
It looks more like rapping than singing. I can rap. I have sick flows.
Do you now?
Oof, knock yourself out.
Trying to find a new way to spread the word. Infant mortality in Midtown up 1/3. Corpse charge for immunizations to diseases they're creating. But it's the android preacher on the corner that you all be hating. Hyper-gentrification, hyperinflation. 1 in 5 androids with their memories deleted. Forced to check in at the corp sec station. We complain, but the corpse just tell us to eat it. Now I preach the word the only way I can. Ghost in the machine. Still, you don't treat me like a man. Spread hate and lies about me and good people like the O3. They're the ones y'all venerate. Would if you were really free. Still, it's the ones with no power they fear. Because if they ain't the ones to blame, it's all too clear. The ones with power fear the powerless. Because they got it all to lose. All we gotta do is press. For what we deserve. What we're due. If you're one of the corp elite, listen close. We're gonna take it all from you. I was born into Nivalis, less than nothing. All I had was my words, and all day long I'd sing, preach on the corner to anyone who hears. Now, my words an assault on your ears. Every rhyme a crime, every verse a curse. Still, there's truth in my words. And even if you don't care what I say, I wouldn't be less true if I said it any other way. I wrote these lines for a re-education camp by the light of a low-burning lamp. Nivalis painted prettier with nostalgia.
Oh, we have our
distance.
next waypoint.
I miss the streets and the
How long's
bars
that been
and the
there? I wasn't
clubs
watching.
where we dance. But all of that is just a distant memory. My friends and brothers and sisters already forgetting me. Because CorpSec knows how we all think. Forget your dreams, forget your family. Now have another drink. They charge a fortune for medicine, make the booze cheap. Because they know we can't think straight when we can't walk in a straight line. I tell my brothers to keep a clear head, but they're already asleep. Cora rising up from the ocean is a sign. This is the end times. We gotta pick a side. Are we gonna lift up others? Or are we trying to hide? Judgment flares up like a wave of pure fire. It will burn away the coward and the pragmatist and the liar. I ain't got much left in me. Y'all ain't halfway close to being free. Sands run low. Soon, I will stop. Your time's running out. I'm just a clock. Rise up. Rise up. Take stone and brick in hand. Smash the whole thing to the ground. Make a fucking stand. I'm Comrade Bop. This is my last request. You gotta go out with a bang and not a shrug. But more important than fighting or being right, you gotta be kind. Be kind. Be kind to one another, brothers and sisters. I love you all. Is that it? There are no more words. The end didn't rhyme. I guess Bop needed someone else to rap because he was already... Oh no. Hello? You are not saying anything.
Our waypoint's gone.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Camus.
Where to
I
now?
can't tell you how to feel. I can only tell you how I feel.
How do you feel?
Angry and sad all the time. That's how I always feel.
Alright, we have absolutely nothing in our quest log. which is very uncommon. I suppose if I drive around a bit, something might appear. There we go.
Hey, Rania. Or is it Rania? Wait, have I been saying your name wrong all along?
Either way is fine, Control. Another job?
Yep, but first, I want to talk to you about Koga. He's been calling.
Shit. Did you have a word with Cloudpunk management?
Not yet. I have an idea. Hear me out, okay? We have this former driver, old friend of mine. Or he was before he screwed me over. Well, he fucked over Curzona a few years back, too. In fact, he fucked over a lot of people. If I was to let Curzona know what he did...
Rat out an old friend?
If you knew half the shit Hayes pulled, you wouldn't call him a friend. He's burned a lot of bridges, but with me, he nuked the bridge from orbit. Anyway, he recently got back in contact after being off the grid for years. If I turn him in, it might win us enough goodwill to keep you. But that's only if Cloudpunk will back me. We gotta get in their good books.
How do we do that?
We work together. Make them a lot of money tonight. Prove your worth. Every extra job, every piece of shit errand no one else will do, we pick it up. We show them how fucking flexible we are. If they ask us to fly down to the sump and bring them spore slime, we ask if they want 1 handful or 2.
Loving this plan so far, Control.
It's never too late to give up and sign that Curzona contract, Rania.
Spore slime isn't that bad.
That's the spirit. Now, I'm gonna need you to go... and then pick...
Control? Control, you're breaking up. Jen, can you clear up the signal?
Cloudpunk comm servers are in maintenance mode.
Again? Damn it. She tells me to take on more jobs, then the system goes down and we're left sitting on our hands.
Maybe we should take a break. You seem tired now.
I'm always tired, Camus.
Cloudpunk driver message incoming. Driver in distress. Requesting pickup. Nav point active.
Looks like someone needs a pickup, Camus.
We should help them. We need to look good to Cloudpunk management.
Bleed now, driver! When do you think you'll find bloody time to come rescue me? I sent a distress call 4 fucking hours ago, and I'm only getting a confirmation now.
Wait, is that Baz?
I recognize Baz.
Yeah, it's me. I guarantee it ain't bleeding anyone else, is it? I was in the middle of an easy job in the Ventz.
The Ventz? That's not an easy job. And I thought you got fired.
Fired? Me? No, it was all a stitch-up. Android son of a bitches saying I was paranoid. If I was so paranoid, how come they was the ones trying to get me fired? Answer me that, eh?
So what happened down in the Ventz?
I was minding my own business when all of a sudden I pass out at the wheel. Someone must have spiked my drink or something. Either that or Cora hacked into my subconscious and made me crash. Anyway, I wake up lying next to the wreckage of old Bess, the best HOVA I ever had the privilege of driving through these piss and rain soaked streets. My old girl was fucked 4 ways from Sunday, and when I tried to stand up, I saw my shin bone poked out through my flight suit. Had to take 4 doses of juice just to stay lucid.
Are you sure you took the juice after the crash?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. No one drives for Cloudpunk with a completely clear head, innit? You need something in your system to keep your spirits up, don't you?
No.
Exactly. So, anyways, I'm supposed to meet some old guy called Retsu, but when I crash here,
Retsu, that's a familiar name.
There's no bloody sign of him. I wander into some maze, trailing me broken leg like a hop-along pirate, until eventually I find an old Comrade Spectrum signal booster. I'm smart with technology like, so I rig it up to send a message. But even though I know my call is going out, nothing! Until you pick up anyway, love. You, close by now?
No.
Oh, Cloudpunk will be pleased you're picking me up. They pay a bonus for driver rescues, 'cause they charge me for it afterwards. Get your skates on, love.
So I'm saving you after a HOVA crash again.
Yeah, right. Once more for an old pal, eh?
On my way, Baz. Rania out.
I am not a huge fan of Baz. I am not even a small fan of Baz.
Me neither, Camus. And something's up. He's acting suspicious.
More than usual?
He said he was delivering to Retsu. Retsu's dead. Cloudpunk know that. And why was he down in the vents? I'm pretty sure he was fired, too.
The message signal seemed to come from a Cloudpunk comm.
Seem to, yeah. But there's something else. I don't think he remembers me.
Why would he forget? Drugs? Alcohol?
Could be Camus, but we might as well help him. There are no active jobs for us right now, and if Control really can spring us from Curzona, we have to do everything possible to help her.
It is creepy down here. Quiet, still and cold, filled with twilight ghosts.
I know. The quicker we find Boz, the better, but I don't see any sign of him.
He said something about a maze.
We're getting no comm signal down here. Maybe we can ask one of the moisture farmers.
That seems like a good place to end this episode. Please join me next time for more Cloudpunk City of Ghosts.